Washington, Baltimore Ravens, searching for opponent. Opponent is ready.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning potential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington.
Entering, attention, pop up. The connection to your peer has been lost. End game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Repeat match is selected. Close. Baltimore Ravens, searching for opponent. Estimated wait time, 10 seconds. Opponent is ready.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Go, take it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Go. Switch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike's 57's right. I'm here all day. 57's up. 57.
I smell fear in that offense.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Jackson now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
57. Mike 57. Watch the slant.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Let's go now. 6 yards. 57 the mic. It's 3. Come get
On second down now, it's Ingram, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, check 24, check 24. That's it. Check. What? Rotate.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Jackson steps away. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for second and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to drop him for a loss of a couple. To try again after the sack. Wilson.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
57's a mic. 57's a mic. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On second and 15 now. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On second down, it's Ingram, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Right here. Hatch it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hedge, yeah. Go now.
Jackson from the shotgun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Seahawks.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally.
Tyler Lockett. It's caught. Lockett. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
16 yards.
36.
It's now third
Watch safety
down.
creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Switch. 66. Pull it. Half. 57's the mic. 50. They go.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Out to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Line 36. We want this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, he's going to launch this thing. He's got a man complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 87 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kicker.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Forced out to his left. Got some room at the 30, and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble, leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Get along. Rest.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 31, check 31. 22, check cover. 22, check cover. Switch off.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Okay, it was fourth down, but you still had time here in the fourth quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Entering pause screen. Resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your pair to resume online game. Cancel.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try the left side. Carson. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Getting toward the middle of the fourth quarter, and with that lead, they love runs like that.
And don't we spend a lot of time looking at the timeout situation, clock management, but it's really not going to matter much if they can't stop them. And right now, they're really struggling to get them on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Jackson now throwing on 4th down. Now this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. And he will